visualize and understand the composition and structure of the Earth's interior. This video has scientific knowledge that will help you describe the different layers of the Earth, as well as understand their characteristics. At the end of this video, you should be able to describe the internal structure of the Earth. Let us start by identifying the layers of the Earth's interior. The Earth's geosphere has a crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. And now, in terms of Earth's phases or layers, the only liquid among the Earth's layers is the outer core. What are the elements present in each layer? The crust contains several elements, the most abundant of which is oxygen, followed by silicon, aluminum, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, titanium, and hydrogen. The mantle is mostly made up of silicate rocks, which is composed by silicon, oxygen, other mantle elements such as iron, aluminum, calcium, sodium, potassium, and magnesium. The outer core is made up of liquid or molten iron and nickel, which provides the Earth's magnetic field. The inner core is also abundant in iron and nickel, but is solid due to the tremendous amount of pressure from all the layers above it. We call this pressure freezing. The thickest among the layers is the mantle. The mantle makes up about 80% of the Earth's total volume and about 68% of its total mass. The highest pressure is found in the inner core, with an estimated pressure from 3 to 3.5 million atmosphere. This great amount of pressure explains why the inner core is solid. The inner core is the most dense layer, with a density of 12.8 to 13.1 grams per cubic centimeter. As you go deeper into the Earth's interior, its temperature rises, and this hottest layer is no other than the inner core. With a temperature ranging from 6,300 to 6,600 degrees Celsius. This time, you are going to compare and contrast the two types of crust, namely the Oceanic crust and the Continental crust. Both continental and oceanic crust are solid, but oceanic crust is heavier and harder than continental crust. In terms of color, continental crust is lighter, while oceanic crust is darker. Oceanic crust is denser than continental crust due to the liquid pressure. Continental crust is made up of granite rock, while oceanic crust is made up of basalt rock. Continental crust is typically 40 km thick, while oceanic crust is thinner, averaging around 6 km due to the liquid pressure of the ocean water bearing down on it. Oceanic crust undergoes a cycle. That's why it is younger than continental crust. Continental crust does not undergo a cycle. The crust ages older and older. Lithosphere, also called lithospheric plates, is a combination of crust and uppermost mantle layer. This lithospheric plate is floating above the asthenosphere. Asthenosphere is a soft, weak, plastic-like layer which is found in the upper mantle and located beneath the lithosphere. Its temperature ranges from 300 to 800 degrees Celsius, enough to facilitate a small amount of melting and making it possible to flow and facilitate the movement of the lithospheric plates. The boundary between the crust and the mantle is called MOHOROVICIC discontinuity. The boundary between the mantle and the outer core is called GUTENBERG discontinuity. While the boundary between the outer core and the inner core is called BULLEN discontinuity. Of the Earth's interior. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notification of upcoming new videos.